I am just testing this, testing a few minutes before we start to see if I'm going to echo or do anything crazy. So I am testing my video. Hello, everybody is logging in early. Hello there. I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes. You can stare at me or you can come back, watch me drink my coffee. Sounds like we're doing okay so far. We shall see. I'm probably the one and only person that enjoys humidity because it makes me feel warm and cozy, wrapped up in a blanket. Otherwise, I'm cold. And I'm probably, again, on these hot, humid days, probably one of the only people that likes hot coffee. And I'm not your average grandma, as you can read. One of my students gave you that. I hope you're all having a good week. I really do. It's raining where I'm at. It's humid. Hair, boom. I used to have totally straight hair. Then all of a sudden now I have this wavy hair that if I do not straighten out and do things with, it's wavy, sometimes curly. So with the humidity, I had to fluff it a little bit for you. So I didn't totally look like a scared cat. Got a few more minutes here before I'll go into all this discussion that I think I have for you today. I'm just going to roll with it. Made a few notes, but I'm going to roll with it today. Had quite a day today, an emotional day, but an emotional day that I landed on my feet on. So we're doing good. And if you see this little ukulele behind me here, I'll tell you a little story about that before we start because people may be tuning in here at exactly 7. This is my ukulele. Remember when eBay, well, when I learned about eBay, it was my first time on eBay, and I liked this little ukulele because I love palm trees. I haven't looked it up, but someone did tell me that palm trees have very strong roots, and no matter how far they're bent in the wind, they still come back up, and it just makes their roots stronger. So that's just like us. All the storms that we go through in life, we're made stronger. It just makes our roots grow better. We get a better grip. So just that maybe that's why my heart loves palm trees, but I do love palm trees. So anyway, I was on eBay purchasing this. You want to know how much I paid for this little thing? Probably a dollar store ukulele, painted up. I paid $48 for this. Do you know why? Because I was headstrong. It was addictive. I couldn't stop bidding on this ukulele. I wanted this palm tree ukulele so bad, and I bid it. I got it for $48. So, needless to say, I haven't had a bidding war on eBay since. But $48 isn't too much, but for a dollar store ukulele, it might be. So, I want to say welcome back to Mojo with Maggie, and thank you for tuning back in. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Now, last week I said I would do a fireball challenge. I have my fireball here. I'm going to try it. Today was an interesting day, full of emotion, but I landed on my feet. We're doing good. I want to talk to you today about confidence. So let me open this fireball. I did promise you all that I would do the fireball challenge, and I hope you were doing your own challenge, which I consider a fireball challenge, making some changes, good changes if you need to make some changes. Go make those changes if you need to make them. You can tune it back in if you want. You can turn it around. Well, most things you can. All right, here we go. We have our fireball here. As you can see, fireball. I love fireball. I'm going to stick it in, but I really don't think they are as good as they used to be. So, anyone just now tuning in, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I appreciate your emails. And I think you're trying to kill me because I think you want me to stick 500 of these things in my mouth. But most people like to see people not necessarily suffer, but they like to see eventful things. And this could be eventful if my eyes start watering here. I don't think you want my eyeballs to start watering, close one eye. Anyway, here we go. Here's a fireball. I'm going to try to talk to you with this fireball in my mouth. It's hot. It's very hot. Okay. Thank you to all of you who wanted me to put this in my mouth for more than a minute. Thank you. I'm going to talk to you about confidence today. First of all, I hope you're having a wonderful week. You should be having a wonderful week. You know why? Because you're great. You're awesome. And today you're confident. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in who you are, no matter what. I'm not saying going out, boy, this thing is hot. Going out and being arrogant in any way, because arrogance is not confident. That, to me, arrogance, you have some kind of issue with yourself. If you're so arrogant that you're putting others down and trying to hurt them. And the thing is hot. So what I'm saying is confidence. There's two motivational depleters in life. In this fireball challenge, I may not have a tongue after this. So let me just tell you, the inside of my mouth is burning pretty bad. Two motivational depleters. One is stress. The other is worry. This thing is hot. This fireball challenge, if you're just now tuning in. Last week I said I'd put a fireball in my mouth for however long, however many emails I got. So I'll probably have to keep this thing in the whole time. Two depleters of motivation. Stress and worry. Why do we stress? Why do we worry? Well, let me see. We stress and worry because of our jobs. Stress and worry because of our children. If you have children, that will never end, because then your children will have children. So there you're going to stress about your children and worry about your children's children, and then you're going to worry about your job and their job. And no, don't do that. Those two things are going to kill your motivation. What are they going to do for you? Nothing. Nothing at all. You have to have confidence. I know. What does stress and worry have to do with confidence? Oh my goodness, this thing is hot. I'm going to try not to drink that coffee with this. I definitely won't have a sore throat for weeks. Have confidence with, you got two things that are motivation depleters. Stress and worry. And then you have two things that you need to have confidence in. Yourself and others. Okay? A lot of times, our stress and our worry is just that, ours. We're overthinking, overdoing, trying to change things we can't, that we have no control over. Maybe I should say it that way. So, stress and worry are going to kill your motivation, bringing your confidence in between yourself and others. So let's start with others. Where do I want to go with this? Confidence has two things. It's a 2x2x2 here tonight. And it's oh my goodness, this fireball, these atomic fireball that I have in my mouth. I'm not used to eating really hot things anymore. When I was younger, sure. I chewed cinnamon gum all the time, ate these things all the time. It was fine. I think I've become a sissy as I've gotten older with my taste buds. Anyway, so we're going to start with confidence in others. How do you build confidence in others? Because others can let you down, put you down. Sometimes they lift you up. But a lot of people look for their own confidence from others. You should not do that. You should have confidence in others. Sure, treat someone the way you want to be treated. And definitely go on your own opinion of someone. There's a lot of rumor mongers in this world that will just set out to set off a rumor and burn someone's bridge for them, because a lot of people will listen to what's said instead of filing their own opinion. Um, so give people a benefit of the doubt. And then once they let you down, you need to have confidence that, hey, I'm a good person. I'm doing things right. If you are doing things right. If you're not, what's the word here? Change it. And then go on your way. Because then you need to have confidence in yourself. Don't let others put you down. Don't look for your lift in life from others. Don't look for your happy in others. Don't look for your knowledge in others. Yes, seek others as mentors. There are always go towards what you want to be. If you stay in a crowd full of rumor mongers, people that are down on everything in life, can't smile, can't lift themselves up, you're going to tend to go that way. Now, if you have no choice but to be there, you better find some way to pull motivation into your day constantly. Now, I'm going to tell you, my confidence in others at a job, you go into a new job and you're all happy, you show them your skills, you update things, you do things, you're just shining. And then you have one of these people that may not like how you are, may be intimidated by your skill set, which was a lot of times in my case. And I'm not the only one saying that. I've been told that by others that have seen the situation. So anyway, what I'm saying here is you got to learn, put confidence in others until they prove otherwise. Okay? Be happy with others. And if they do come back and you find that they're not the kind of person you thought they would be, they're spreading rumors about you, they're hateful, you don't need to place hate back on them or be mean back to them if they're mean to you. Sure, you want to stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself. That's part of the confidence within. Part of the confidence, the acceptance, and the approval of yourself. Because you are great. You're beautiful and you're very smart. I know you are. Don't put yourself down. You have to learn to forgive along the confidence trail. Forgive and let yourself shine. Your unique self. Let it shine. Build your confidence. Like, back to the job here. Let's see. About 3 years ago, I had my lupus in remission for about 6 years. And that was great. I thought it was gone. I'm like, wow, I can move again. I'm not tired. Because I've been through a lot in my life. I've had my daughter in the hospital constantly as a teenager. My brother died of cancer. A year and a half later, my mother died of cancer. My father was going downhill after my mother and brother. He was so worn out. And I was constantly taking care of him, bringing him to my house to give my brother some relief because my brother was with him. And I love my dad. Don't get me wrong. If I could bring those days back, there's so much more I would do, but you can't. And that's why I always say, go hug your loved ones, because life is very short. And I know I have spoke this many times, but I am telling you, I've lived it. Life is too short. We are only here for this much time. Get out there, hug them, love them, forgive them. Or if you can't forgive them, if you can't find a way to be with them, forgive them, because that's going to let go of all the stress inside of you from that. Sometimes you're meant to not be near that person, or you just can't make them happy. You're not in charge of anybody's happy but your own. Anyway, so 3 years ago, um, I in my it's been about 20 or so years of constant, and I've learned to pull myself out of stress and worry. I have fun. I laugh. I try to lift people up. That's one of my biggest things. I love to make you smile. I love to make you laugh. Um, I don't want to put anybody down. Um, it's so freeing to give, and it's free. You can give love. You can give a compliment. You can give somebody a hug. You can share your knowledge. That's free, and it's great. So, 3 years ago, I came back from a holiday break that we get at work. We get it about a week or sometimes two, depending on where the holiday runs in December, Christmas holiday. I come back. See, my father was bedridden for 14 years. He had a massive stroke after 3 years after my mom passed away, and we all took care of him. Um, and I did that on top of I had a part-time job, full-time job, two small children, um, and I had a daughter that was breaking bones a lot because she had osteopenia and weak bone syndrome. So we were getting cast on quite a bit, and it always seemed to be on one of the nights I had to take care of my father. So I know my brother thought that I was trying to get out of it, but I wasn't. It was just the way it went. And anyway, um, so get back from holiday break, and this was a January 2nd, I believe, and I'm working, and I think it was around 11:30 ish or so. I get a call from my brother and said my father's been taken to the hospital. He couldn't breathe well. Now, mind you, my father wasn't doing well for the whole 14 years, but the 2 years before his death, you could tell he was going downhill really fast, or fast as 2 years could go. I don't know how to say that, but so I would, pretty much give him a kiss and not know if I'd see him again after that. I tried to, I don't want to say my goodbyes, but I told him how much I loved him every time I seen him. Excuse me. He couldn't speak. He couldn't get out of bed. He could point that finger. You're in trouble, but he couldn't speak. So anyway, um, my boss needed some things done, so I stayed. Yeah, I stayed for about 45 minutes to an hour and finished that up because I felt pressured that I had to do that. So when I left and got to the hospital, my father was already gone. So I stayed at work for an hour. And my boss knew that my father was rushed to the hospital. He knew the condition my father was in. And so where I work, you're allowed to take a week to handle the affairs of your loved one. So I took that week and I handled my father's social service, Medicare, and also to grieve. Come on, people. It's my father. I had been through a lot. I need to grieve. Why do people think just because someone's a go to for everything in an office or in a job that you don't have a life or that you don't have emotions or you shouldn't have emotions or they want to guilt you into not having emotions or doing things for your family? Don't let people make you feel that way. People only make you feel how you let them make you feel. And I had found this out the hard way. Don't let anybody put you down. Don't let anybody categorize you. You're unique. Be yourself. So anyway, back to this. I get back and he calls me into his office. Excuse me. Oh goodness, our boss making me burp. He calls me into his office and calls my father's death. Are you ready for what he called my father's death? an extended vacation. I think I just froze when he did that. I think I had this look on my face. Like I couldn't move. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. So inside I was crying and screaming. I was taken back and stunned. Who would do that besides someone who's very selfish? Um, but on the outer appearance, appeared very nice. So you got to watch yourself. You got to take care of yourself. Build your confidence. Don't expect others to build your confidence. Sure, compliments are going to help build your confidence. Hey, beautiful. Well, how you doing today, sweetie? Or you're so smart. You did this project. That's great. You can take those compliments. That's good. But you got to build your own confidence. You have to know from inside that you're accepting yourself. Acceptance is one of the biggest things. Before you can build confidence, you have to accept. Number one, you have to accept, okay, I might have this flaw on my face. I might have something on my face, or I might have, maybe I've had a bad time in life, and maybe I don't have all my capacities, or maybe I can't walk, or maybe I don't have, a limb, and I don't know how that is, but I do know, stay confident. Um, it's from inside that comes out your confidence. Um, so after my boss did this, I let it brew inside of me. And if you know lupus, stress is terrible for lupus, number one. Um, Overdoing it, not listening to your body is all bad for lupus. But it depends on, lupus is all different shapes and sizes, forms. Not everyone is the same. So, and I didn't know what lupus was. Years ago, I was a telemarketer back in high school. And some lady on the phone was just talking to me about lupus, and I had no clue, and I let it go. And lo and behold, years later, I got it. Isn't it weird how that works? I think sometimes a lot of things are set up in our past, they're meant to be. But anyway, so I let that brew. And then I cried and I cried. It just took me so down because I've been through so much. I just picked myself back up, and here I knocked myself down again. Um, so I approached him in his office and told him about that. But it was too late. Way too late. The lupus, I was fatigued, my joints were hurting, I had migraines, and that has gone on for 3 years. Now, been through a lot, and I'm telling you, I am coming back. Granted, I've been back with my confidence and my smiles. I brought all that back a long time ago because he doesn't own my confidence. He doesn't own my self-approval. No way, shape, or form does anyone who's going to hurt you in any way. Don't let them put you down. Don't let them make you feel anything but great, because they only let you feel how you let them make you feel. Don't let them. Don't let them in. Don't let it in. And if you have to, keep, make yourself. How do I say this? Because this is another one. I have a system that I've created to help you with this kind of stuff, and that will be definitely another day down the road. But find ways to bring positive back into your day, whether it's listening to a song, or if it's some words you have to put on your desk, or something, an outfit that you really like that makes you feel positive. Do whatever it is, it's going to make you feel positive so you can stay confident through bad situations. That was a bad situation I was in with him. So I go into his office, and of course I cry. That's not good to do in front of your boss either. But I told him about it. And, I said, this is awful what you said. My father's death is not an extended vacation. My father's death was a death. And death is horrible. You have to grieve. And I told him about how I took it inside and let it brew, him calling my father's death an extended vacation, how I let it affect me, and now what I was going through. So, but now I'm even turning the lupus around. I feel better than ever. I'm losing weight because I want to lose weight. I'm not telling you. I'm not calling you heavy. I'm not calling you too skinny. I'm just saying, if you want to make a change, do it. And that's what I'm doing. Um, I'm actually taking the stairs, even taking the stairs with my laptop bag now where I was taking the elevator. I'm not medicines. Nope. So I'm making positive changes for me. I'm trying to bring me back. I have found, I read my book, and I know you're waiting for my book to come out. I am so sorry. I contacted the publisher the other day. We're having some trouble with my cover. I promise you that book is coming. But let me I can't say enough how much my book has brought me back to me, my own writing. So I hope you'll like it when you see it, and you'll give me some feedback. Because I know you're going to like it. And I have someone near and dear to me that tells me this is going to be in pocketbooks across the country because this is something you can give a friend who's hurting. It's going to be on them little, rolly racks in the stores, and I'm hoping. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm coming back to me. And in between him saying that, there was other things that went on, like being the only person in the office who can really do everything. You're dependent on a lot, and it's very hard on you. And if any of you are out there like that, please let me give you a hug right now because you need it. You support a lot of people, and then you go home and you probably support a lot of people, don't you? Or you may have friends that you support, and you're offering up um, some positive to them. So even people who are motivational, positive all the time, singing the sunshine, give them a hug too, because they're dealing with things. Sure, they may have learned how to deal with things, but they're still dealing with things. Give them a hug, give them a positive phrase. Lift them up too. Just because they're positive doesn't mean they still don't need some lift up. Just throwing that out there. Um, Confidence can help or hurt you. Being too confident, to where you are the only person that knows anything, and you don't want to listen to what anyone else is saying, that means you're closing yourself in. You learn by going out and seeking what others know, what has been tried and true, trying new things. But closing yourself in with your overconfident self, that's not good either. I've done that where I know, and that's the only way it's going to be because I know. No, be open. Look at things from all sides. I know we all have a tendency to say, nope, I know that's true. That's the way it is. But I learned that the hard way. Excuse me. I keep this fireball's affecting my throat. But folks, it didn't make my eyes water. I'm doing good on this fireball challenge. So anyway, being a mom or being a parent, even being an aunt, and then you have grandchildren who you cannot, you love with all your heart. And let me tell you, my granddaughter, she is my pride and joy. I just love her. I love her to bits. Last night, she came into she calls it my happy room, this place here, my green room. Excuse me. So we get, Granny, can we go to the happy room? Sure. She likes to listen to my old records from when I was a kid. That just makes my day. We do the bunny hop. We have the 3 little kittens lost their mittens. Oh my. But I'm thrilled that she loves that. And she'll play my keyboard or play with my microphone here. And I let her do it. But she's not mine. She's my daughter's, and my daughter's and her dad's. She's not mine. So I can't If I feel that they're not treating her a certain way, or if things just aren't, because I have a soft heart. I do for this kid. This kid she's got me wrapped. And you have to have confidence in others. And I learned that really hard. Because today I want her mother and father to be together. I really do. They're not together. They were going to get together. I don't know what changed it all. I don't know if I want to know. But it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart because I see her having to go back and forth. And I know she wants to be with both of them. And I know this happens to a lot of people out there. But today, I started to get upset with my daughter. And I'm learning this more and more. I'm having confidence in her. She is the mother. I have to have confidence in her and let her be. It's hard. And yes, she'll learn from me too. But I have to step back and say, okay, is this such a bad thing? And look at all areas of it. Not just, oh, they should be together and it's what I say goes. No. Mm-mm. I'm closing myself in. And that's just stuck in my own confidential, my own confident ego. And that's what I'm talking about. The confidence that can hurt is your confident ego. It's different than confidence, self-confidence. Self-confidence is not arrogant. Self-confidence is not hurting to others. Self-confidence is not putting yourself down. Self-confidence continues to learn. You're open. You're more open and objective. And granted, you may be right in the end. You might be, hey, that came back around. I looked at it in all different directions and all different capacities that I could look at, and I'm still right. That's fine. But you may not be able to convince somebody of that. So confidence can help or hurt you. So get your confidence on. Accept yourself from inside out. And if you fall down, get back up. Get back up. You may have a couple days where you lay there and cry or do whatever you want to do that gives yourself a little self-pity. That's in my book too. But you gotta get back up. It may hurt. It may sting a lot. You may feel depressed. And that, my friends, also, that's another conversation. But push yourself to get back out there. Get back up. Bring you out. You're in there. And you're a good person. You're a beautiful person. You're a very smart person. You have something to offer the world, or you wouldn't be here. You have a purpose. And you have a great purpose. I'm going to tell you, I'm a child of Most High God, and I know I have a good purpose in this world. I wasn't put here for no good reason. I wasn't put here to be put down. I was put here to lift up myself on the inside and accept myself, and to lift others up. And to have fun. I like to have fun, like to laugh. But get back up. I have a shirt on and my little tank top here, and it says, you probably can't see it. It says, never, ever, ever give up. And I bought this and I just love it. I think I wear it to death when I'm at home. Wish I could wear it to work sometimes. But don't give up. Stick with yourself. And remember, stress and worry, stop it. If you can't control it, you've got to let it go. You've got to, when it keeps coming back in a bad way, you have to find a way. A word, a phrase, a song, do the dishes, whatever it is that takes that off your mind, you got to let it go. Okay, you can do everything you can to change it. But if you can't control it, stress and worry is going to control you. It's going to break down your confidence. You're going to start to doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. It's okay to question yourself because you're being objective there. But don't doubt yourself because that's putting yourself down too. And have confidence in others. The world seems like a terrible place if you watch the media and everything, but really, There are some really good people in this world. Now, I'm not saying go walk on the worst street in the United States and have confidence that no nothing, you have to be vigilant in this day and age and look out for yourself. But I'm saying be confident. Go out there and shine. Be your unique self and be happy with it. People are going to love you more for being yourself. Okay? And let me tell you, the Franken nails, I still have them. I think my nails are growing under them, so I'm really liking this. So it's probably going to stay. I gave them a fair shake and I like them. I may not have the Franken nails, but we'll see. I have talked your ear off tonight, I think. And let me tell you, this fireball is not hot anymore. I did it. Whoo, whoo. I did it. I did it. And I have a cat knocking at my door. Cats have confidence for the most part until you scare them to death. But enjoy your life. You know, I am not your average grandma here. I like to have fun. I like to be ornery. I like to show my granddaughter that life is is. I don't tell her it's too short, but I tell my granddaughter to have fun all the time. But also, there are times when you can't go out and get going and have fun. You do have to do your work now. I'm not telling you to go to work and tell your boss because hey, that Mojo lady said I'm to have fun and have confidence, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a laughing, and I'm not gonna do my work today. Don't you ever don't you go getting in trouble with this. Um, I hope I helped you in some way. You know. Now I have here some more nostalgic candy. I went into the store it was about a month ago. Found a bunch of this stuff. Have you ever eaten these? They're the marshmallow cones. And it says yum yum. Oh, and they're fat free. Check it out. Um, just kidding. Um, these things. What are these things? I mean, I don't think I could eat one of these right now. It would probably really gross me out. But they were neat, and it reminds me of my childhood, and I like to. And some people may not want to go back to their childhood. I understand that. I know a lot of people that have had a lot of problems with their childhood. But please, pull yourself out of that. You are not what that tried to make you be. Pull yourself up out of that. Bring your confidence out. You're in there, okay? Don't let don't let things pull you down. And if you have depression, I know a lot of people that do have depression. I understand. And I'm sorry that that's happening. If you need medicine, don't feel ashamed to take it at all. Um, don't be too sad to reach out and ask for help, ask for a hug, ask for what you need. And I know a lot of times it makes you want to crawl in a corner. I understand that too. Because whenever I've had surgeries and it's hard to get back with the lupus, sometimes surgery will make your lupus even worse when you're trying to get your lupus under control. Last year, was it last year? No, 2014, I had an emergency surgery and I broke my wrist and had to have a plate put in. So I understand. And having to lay around can make you feel that way too. But hang on. Tie that knot and hang on. Okay? Don't ever let go. Reach out to someone if you need help. Um, don't ever let go and keep on keeping on. You got to pull yourself out of there. You're in there. You're great. I know it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you more, and I'm going to tell you some more. You're great. You stay confident in yourself. So I'm going to end with that today. Didn't do too much fun things, but had a little fun with Fireball. Anyway, I will see you next week. And I want to say to you, my friends, you keep on keeping on. Pull that confidence out. Make someone smile. And you just be you. So You have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next. Bye bye.